All right, so I want to talk about why our Havik shaped paddles are so special and what is so unique about the shape of these paddles, because there's a lot more to it than just the looks. When you first look at these paddles, they look pretty, but people don't understand why they're shaped or built the way that they are. When we started building these paddles, we were trying to solve the problem of swing weight. How do we build an elongated paddle with a lower swing weight? An elongated paddle refers to the length of the paddle. 16.5 inches long or longer is considered an elongated paddle. And the problem with elongated paddles is that you generally have a very high swing weight. But what is swing weight? Because I think it's really important to understand, and that helps to better understand the paddle. So when we talk about swing weight, we're talking about the perceived weight of a paddle. And essentially, when we're moving weight further and further away from our hand, exponentially the paddle or the object, whatever you're holding, feels heavier and heavier. And it's really important in pickleball or any racket sports because you want mass in the paddle. However, there's a break over there where you start getting tennis elbow or that the paddle feels too heavy. So to really understand swing weight, I like to use a hammer. So when I hold a hammer, if I were to hold it out like this, it feels kind of heavy. But if I were to flip the paddle, or if I flip the hammer around like so, it feels really light. But the hammer has the same mass either way. But in this orientation, the mass is further and further away from my hand, so it feels really heavy. But again, when I hold it like this, it's really whippy. It's the same weight. So now that you understand that, you kind of understand swing weight. And that's what we tried to accomplish with this paddle. We don't want weight at the head of the paddle. So what we did was we were able to remove 1.2 ounces of weight from the head of this paddle and essentially put it back in the way of foam into the throat of this paddle to still maintain the same mass but lower the swing weight. So what you get is a paddle with a lower swing weight, which of elongated paddles, this is one of the lowest swing weight elongated paddles, but then it has a really high twist weight or torsional stability because we had extra mass taken from the head of the paddle that we were able to use in the way of foam and inject back into the throat of this paddle to make it more stable. So that is a little bit about the Havik shaped paddle and why it is so important to us here at Mavericks.